Good evening, Colorado Mesa University, and welcome back to another episode of Crossing the Line. I am your host, as always, Matt Entrikin, and filling in for Josh with me today is the new Sean Sullivan. Sean, how you doing today?
Matt, it's great to be here. I'm excited to be here on Crossing the Line for the first time, and I'm ready to let's talk some sports. Let's get in some topics, shall we?
Let's talk some sports. First up on the docket, we're talking some tennis. We have, will Novak Djokovic ever pass Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer for most all-time majors? Novak Djokovic is coming off a win in the Australian Open, bringing him within just a couple majors of eclipsing Roger and Rafa. So, Sean, I ask you, my friend, is he going to be able to pull it off?
Simply no. He is the hottest player in tennis right now, coming off the Australian Open win, as you said, but he is still 2 majors behind. He has 18. Rafa and Federer both have 20. And also, as long as the French Open is in play, there's no chance Rafa loses it. The last time Rafa didn't win the French Open, he was injured. So, simply put it, as long as the king of clay is still in the tennis circuit, Novak Djokovic, sorry dude, you're not getting it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I actually agree 100% with you. But my main reason here is that there is a man, there was also a myth, and a legend, and his name is Roger Federer. This guy is widely known as the GOAT, the greatest of all time to ever do it. And he may be quiet and he may be meek, not weak. He's definitely not weak. But this man is a warrior. And you know what? He didn't go through a year of retraining his body for nothing. He's not going through surgery after surgery after surgery for nothing. This man is coming back to win another major. He's coming back to win a Grand Slam. And he does not want to lose that record of most all-time majors to anyone, much less a Serbian.
He said it himself. It was quite an honor to beat Pete Sampras and pass him at 17, which he's at 20 now. I'm curious to see what happens in Wimbledon. It should be exciting. I believe it was 2 years ago he fell short to Novak Djokovic in a final. I believe he should have won. But the Serbian is clutch, but I don't think he'll be able to get it.
He's very clutch and he's hot, but just as Nadal and Federer have already experienced, he's going to get injured sooner or later. That's the nature of tennis. You're playing year-round, as in like baseball, basketball, football. You get 6 months off here and there. I mean, Novak Djokovic, all this wear and tear is going to take a toll on the body. Rafael Nadal is still as great as ever. Who knows what would have happened if Nadal and Djokovic happened to face off in the Australian Open. But like you said, there's no way anybody but Nadal is winning the French Open.
I completely agree.
Unless COVID just destroys things in France and we just never playing on clay again.
Who knows? Outside the big three, though, do you think there's any sort of dark horse that you can see either in the French or Wimbledon outside the big three that can win a tournament?
I like my guy Dominic Thiem, the Austrian. He's always solid, a young, strong guy. But my dude is the American, Francis Tiafoe.
Oh, the sleeper.
The sleeper. He's probably like ranked 110th right now. But you know, sometimes you just got a feeling.
I want people to keep an eye out for Sasha Alexander Zverev. He was in the U.S. Open final, fell to Dominic Thiem. We'll see what happens.
All right. With that, we're going to move on to topic number 2. What we have for today is a little Tiger Woods talk. As we all know, a couple weeks ago, Tiger Woods got into a devastating accident, causing him to need serious surgery to repair. And so we all are asking the question, is this the end for Tiger Woods' career in golf? I'm going to start this one off myself because it's a topic I feel very strongly about. And the way I feel about this, Sean, is that there are 1 of 3 ways athletes can leave their sport. The first way, you can go out a champion. You can go out in glory. See Peyton Manning, see John Elway. Number 2, you can get forced out due to injury. See Bo Jackson. Number 3, you fade away and your career just kind of dissolves. See Drew Brees. The only option left for my guy Tiger Woods is to leave the sport in glory. His name has been tainted by so much over the years, whether it's scandal, addiction, cheating on his wife, being known for an injury after injury. And I mean, at 15 majors, just 3 behind Jack Nicklaus, there is only one thing left to do, and there's only one thing that can give Tiger the optimal legacy that he needs, and that is to come back, the greatest comeback of all time, and go out and win another major. That is the only option for Tiger Woods, and if anyone can do it, it's him.
It's an interesting point you make with Tiger Woods, and I like the point you brought up with sometimes the champions go out on top. And he won the Masters. He has a green jacket. He got another one. So, to me, Tiger Woods, he's 45 years old. And there's more to sports, as we all know, and as most athletes know, than just the sport itself, as in your family. He has a 12-year-old son, Charlie, who has a heck of a swing. And we saw him at that father-son tournament. He tore it up. So I want to see Tiger Woods hang up the golf clubs, but carry your sons. Be his caddy. Have a golf empire. Tiger Woods and crew, the Woods family, the next legacy, the dynasty in golf, be the Mannings of golf. I don't think he's coming back. I think we've seen the end of Tiger Woods. He hasn't been released from the hospital yet, which I hope he does as soon as we can. Everybody would love to see Tiger Woods be back. I don't think he's winning a major anytime soon. I don't think he's even going to be able to play a professional circuit ever again. But Charlie Woods, come on, dude. Show us what you got, man. Show us what you got.
I can't argue much with that, Sean. It would be great if Tiger Woods can make a family empire of golf, and I'm sure he will, no matter what. But he's just 45 years old. I know that sounds bad, and especially after all the surgeries, but Jack Nicklaus was 46 when he won his last major. And I think at the end of the day, Tiger Woods has his whole life to teach his boy golf. He does not have very much time left to win at golf.
I think Tiger Woods needs some of that TB12 serum.
That's what I was going to say. Tom Brady, that man's just about as old as Tiger Woods. If anyone can get him straightened out, might be the TB12 method. I don't know. All right, guys, we are rolling right through here. We're going to go on to the third topic. Everybody has been hearing the speculation that both star quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson, are looking to move away from the motherland, the home tree. They are looking to move on to another team. And so today we ask the question, if they were to move on to another team, speaking hypothetically here, who is more likely to win a Super Bowl on a new team? Sean, give me your thoughts.
I think the answer is simple. Deshaun Watson. He's 25. Wilson's 32. That's a lot of shelf life left. And also, it's plain and simple. Deshaun Watson, you have played your last snap with the Houston Texans. Hold strong. I understand the new GM, Nick Caserio, really wants to hold him on for dear, dear life. Also, I honestly think if you look at the two players the past 2 years, I think Deshaun Watson's been better with a worse team. Let Russ cook. Let Russ not cook. He doesn't need to cook anymore. Let Deshaun Watson cut him loose. I think that Deshaun Watson is hungry for a championship, and I think he can bring his Clemson glory all the way to wherever team he lands in. Russell Wilson, frankly, I think he's been getting his own way. He won a Super Bowl in 2013 with the Legion of Boom, carried by that defense. That defense absolutely dominated anyone in its way and destroyed the Denver Broncos and humiliated Peyton Manning.
Rest in peace.
And that Super Bowl, it wasn't on Russell Wilson. It was more of a game manager in that type of Super Bowl. He just wasn't losing it. And when it's come to where he got his payday, they have absolutely no one to – they have no talent around him besides DK Metcalf, who I think is a little overrated in my opinion. But let me turn it to you. Who do you think out of those two is more likely to win a Super Bowl?
You're wrong, Sean, and here's why. It's actually Russell Wilson. Yes, he's a few years older than Deshaun Watson, maybe a little bit less physically gifted. But let me tell you something. The point that you made, Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl, right? He's been to another Super Bowl. Has Deshaun Watson done either of those things? No, he has not.
No, he was one Patrick Mahomes away from getting to the Super Bowl. That's beside the point. Carry on.
And that involved a big blow of the lead, didn't it?
Anyway, keep going.
Besides the point. Anyway, all right. Here's my stance. As one of the true great athletes in either the NFL or the NBA, if you're to be a truly great athlete or truly great quarterback, you have to find a way to win. You have to find a way to make your team a winner, just like in Mulan. Shane, you got to find a way to make a man out of those guys. Russell Wilson, you got to find a way to make a winner out of your team. And Russell Wilson has proven to do that. Deshaun Watson has not proven to do that. Granted, I know. It was a lot worse of a situation for Deshaun Watson than Russell Wilson has had to endure. Nevertheless, you have to find a way to make a winner out of your team. I mean, 4-12 for an elite quarterback. I think you've got to be able to, at least be 8-8. I mean, we saw Tom Brady was able to do that. And a lot of times in sports, we see these great athletes and they leave town and their team goes to the bottom of the barrel. Tom Brady leaves New England and they go to the bottom of the barrel. From contenders to now the bottom of the barrel. That's what Tom Brady leaving did to New England. That's what LeBron James does every year, every time he goes to a new city. He's done it to 2 cities, and he's done it to one of them twice. I mean, you have to find a way to win.
I agree. Let's also look at the coaching comparisons though for the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. It was kind of Bill O'Brien last season, but Bill O'Brien absolutely dismantled that team. You trade away DeAndre Hopkins for a box of scraps, to quote Iron Man. And then in Seattle, you have Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, typically, there's a little bit of controversy wherever it falls him. That's beside the point. But he wins wherever he went. You look at USC in the Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart era, they absolutely tore it up. Granted, like I was bringing up before, a little bit of the controversy. That's neither here nor there. And then he comes to Seattle, Legion of Boom. You get a ring. And then you're one Malcolm Butler away from winning another Super Bowl. And also, Russell Wilson, if you had that it factor like you're bringing up, if you had that just win any cost mentality, if you had that it factor to bring your team out of nowhere, you don't throw that pick to Malcolm Butler, a dude who literally came off the bench, and he just didn't find a way to do it. It should have been Marshawn Lynch having the ball, and that's the biggest thing people are saying. They're not saying Russell Wilson shouldn't have thrown it. They should have given it to Marshawn Lynch. So if you're really that guy, if you're really that person to bring your team to the next level, they're not going to be saying they should have been handing it to running back.
I hear your point. But like I said, it's all about the little things and finding a way to make a win. Everybody likes to discredit Tom Brady for the little things that could have changed that would have prevented him from winning all these Super Bowls. Like that offsides against the Chiefs that would have prevented him from making it to the Super Bowl. But it's still, Tom Brady finds a way to win.
Deshaun Watson, please come to Denver.
I agree. Please come to Denver. We'll take such great care of you. All right, that is the third of 3 topics for us today, but we got one more thing left to do today. It is the return of our shout-outs. All right, and I'm going to start things off. My shout-out is going out to the New York Mets. During a recent practice, they were playing a drill called 27 outs, and on the 27th out, they literally practiced winning the World Series. The 27th out was got, and they started rushing the field, jumping and screaming and yelling, and they were pretending like they won the World Series. I mean, just working on their technique, form, got to applaud it, although next time I will say they might want to enlist the help of one of the true great celebration man of all time, and my guy Terrell Owens. They might want to enlist him.
T.O. Cinderella story if the Mets make it to the World Series. And speaking of Cinderella stories, my shout-out of the week goes to March Madness. Selection Sunday is this Sunday. Get your brackets ready, everybody. I am so excited to enter all my brackets into the bracket contest and probably lose. But there's one person I think I can beat with my bracket. That's Matt. Matt, I'd like to challenge you to a friendly competition. How's that sound?
Sean, you know I'm always down for a friendly competition. Are we going to make this interesting?
Absolutely. I think out of the 2 of us, the loser, whoever has the worst bracket, needs to go onto KMSA Radio live and sing a song of the winner's choice. I think I will make you sing opera.
You think you'll... All right. I think I might have you do Mongolian throat singing.
Okay. I'll need to practice that.
All right, but well, we won't lock that in there yet, though. But I will warn you, man, Sean, they don't call me March Madness for nothing.
That's a really good nickname. That's a really good nickname. Oh, no. That's such a good nickname.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for us today. Thank you so much for joining us. Sean, thank you for being here, my man.
Thank you for having me. A lot of fun.
That is a wrap. Keep it classy. Stay real. Grand Junction.